for adults 35 to 55 who feel behind. If you are between 35 and 55 and feel behind, you are not broken. You are not lazy, you are not uniquely bad at life. You are responding to reality. Most people in this age range were handed a script that no longer works. Work hard, be responsible, save a little, things will work out. Then housing doubled, education costs exploded, careers fragmented. Pensions vanished, attention got hijacked, time thinned out. And the finish line quietly moved farther away. Feeling behind is not a personal failure. It is a signal that the rules changed while you were busy living. This plan exists for one reason: to help you stop playing a game that no longer pays and start building momentum again, without pretending you are 25. Without gambling your future, and without turning your life upside down. This is not a get-rich-fast plan, it is not a hustle fantasy. It is not about optimizing every second of your day. It is a compounding plan. Slow at first, then meaningful, then powerful. And 2026 is the right time to start. Part 1. The real problem is not time, it is direction. Most advice aimed at people who feel behind focuses on speed. Make more money faster, catch up, grind. Speed is the wrong lever. When you are tired, responsible, and already carrying obligations, speed just increases friction. You burn energy without changing trajectory. Direction is what matters. Compounding only works when effort points somewhere stable. Think about the last decade of your life. You probably worked hard. You probably adapted, you probably made sacrifices. But did those efforts stack, or did they reset every few years? Many people in midlife are exhausted not because they did nothing, but because they did many things that did not compound. Jobs that paid the bills but built no leverage, skills that became obsolete. Savings that grew slowly while costs grew faster. Health habits that paused and restarted. The goal of this plan is not to do more, it is to do fewer things that finally stack. Part 2. The compounding mindset, what changes first? Before tactics, there is a shift you must make. You are no longer optimizing for upside, you are optimizing for inevitability. At 25, you can afford chaos, at 45, chaos is expensive. The compounding mindset has 3 rules. Rule 1. Small wins beat big swings. Big swings feel productive, they are also fragile. Compounding favors boring actions you can repeat even on bad weeks. If a plan only works when you are motivated, it will fail. Rule 2. Stability is a growth asset. A stable routine, a stable income base, and stable health habits are not signs you have settled, they are platforms. Compounding needs a floor. Rule 3. You measure progress in decades, not months. This does not mean you wait decades to see results. It means you choose actions that will still be paying you back 10 years from now. Once this mindset locks in, the plan becomes simple. Not easy, simple. Part 3. The 4 compounding pillars. Every sustainable turnaround in midlife rests on 4 pillars. Income that can grow without burning you out. Assets that compound quietly. Health that gives you energy, not takes it. Identity that supports consistency. If one pillar collapses, the system wobbles. We will take them one at a time. Pillar 1. Income that compounds, without hustle culture. The biggest myth sold to adults who feel behind is that they need a side hustle. What they actually need is income leverage. Leverage means effort today creates more income tomorrow without proportional effort. Step 1. Stop asking, how do I make more? Start asking, where does my effort go after I stop? Hourly work ends when you stop, leverage continues. This does not mean you quit your job. It means you layer leverage onto what you already do. Turning expertise into documentation, templates, or training. Moving from execution into review, oversight, or strategy. Building a reputation inside one domain instead of restarting elsewhere. Step 2. Choose one income adjacent skill. Not a passion, not a reinvention. A skill adjacent to what you already know. If you manage people, learn coaching and feedback systems. If you analyze data, learn how to explain it to non-experts. If you sell, learn how to design sales processes. Adjacency compounds faster because it uses existing credibility. Step 3. Package before you scale. Most people try to scale chaos. Instead, package something small. A checklist, a framework, a repeatable service. Packaging forces clarity. Clarity enables leverage. You do not need an audience of millions, you need a clear offer and a reputation for reliability. Pillar 2. Assets that compound quietly. Assets are not just financial instruments, they are things that store value and grow. Money is one asset, skills are another, relationships are another. Financial assets, the boring core. If you feel behind, you do not need exotic strategies, you need consistency. Automate boring investments, retirement accounts first. Broad, low-cost funds, automatic contributions that increase annually. This is not exciting, it is powerful. Time is still on your side if you stop interrupting compounding. Skill assets, the overlooked multiplier. Skills compound when you stay in the game. Pick one skill that increases your earnings ceiling and deepen it for 5 years. Depth beats novelty. The market rewards people who can see patterns others miss because they have stayed long enough. Relationship assets, the unfair advantage. Opportunities rarely come from applications, they come from people. Compounding relationships does not mean networking events. Being useful without keeping score. Staying in light contact over time. Following up when others forget. This compounds quietly until it suddenly matters. Pillar 3. Health as a compounding engine. Poor health is a tax on every goal. Good health is not about perfection. It is about capacity. The energy-first approach. Forget aesthetics, focus on energy. Do I wake up tired? Do I crash mid-afternoon? Do I avoid physical tasks? Energy predicts consistency, the minimum effective habits. You do not need extreme routines, you need daily walking. Strength training twice a week, sleep protection. These 3 compound more than any supplement or biohack. Health debt is real, every year you ignore health, interest accrues. But the reverse is also true. Small improvements now pay dividends later. Pillar 4. Identity that makes consistency possible. This is the pillar most plans ignore. Who you believe you are determines what you repeat. From "I'm behind" to "I'm building momentum," language matters. "I'm behind" creates urgency and shame. "I'm building momentum" creates patience and direction. Become the kind of person who does boring things consistently. Compounding is boring in the middle. The people who win are not more motivated, they are less dramatic. They show up, they track a few numbers, they adjust slowly. Design your environment, do not rely on willpower. Make the right actions easier and the wrong ones harder. Identity follows behavior, not the other way around. Part 4. The 2026 Execution Timeline. This plan works when you stop trying to fix everything at once. Phase 1. Stabilize, months 1 to 3, clean up finances, simplify routines, protect sleep. Reduce unnecessary commitments. Nothing flashy. Everything foundational. Phase 2. Build, months 4 to 12, develop one adjacent skill. Package one small offer, increase automated investing. Lock in health habits, momentum starts here. Phase 3. Expand, year 2 to 3, increase leverage, strengthen assets. Say no more often, let compounding do its work. This is where most people finally feel caught up. Part 5. What this plan does not promise. It does not promise wealth without work. It does not promise reinvention without discomfort. It does not promise certainty, it promises something better. A path where effort finally stacks. Where progress feels real. Where 5 years from now you are not asking the same questions. Final words. You are not late. You are early to the right game. Feeling behind often means you are waking up. You see the gap between effort and outcome. This plan closes that gap slowly, then all at once. Start small. Stay boring. Let compounding work. By 2026, the goal is not to have arrived. It is to be undeniably on your way. If today's video helped you slow down and see a better path forward, do 3 things before you go. Like the video so it reaches the right people. Subscribe to Legacy Finance for weekly videos on money, mindset, and long-term leverage. Comment below with the one thing you're focusing on compounding next. You're not late, you're early to the right game. See you in the next one.